My name is Taji.
And my name is Aji.
And welcome to Sis, Hear Me Out. All right. So this is now episode 8. We made it.
We made it.
Okay, so this is part 2 on healing old wounds, and I'm so sorry if you hear a freaking vacuum in the back. Upstairs, they vacuum at 9 o'clock every night. Every night. They don't skip a night. They don't skip one night. It's literally every night. And thankfully, our boys are hard sleepers because, man. But anyway, Anyway, we're moving on. So yeah, talking about healing old wounds, and Aji went, and so we're just doing 1 and 1 again. We don't want to make it too long of a podcast, but we just want to talk about 2 old wounds that we're healing from, and that, that we feel like now that we're in March of this year of 2024, that what are things that we should be looking at that can make us better in the future. And so I would say right now that it's definitely relationships. I feel like I have had all of my relationships that I've had has not served me in a way where I feel fulfilled. And I know no relationship is gonna fulfill you, but in a way where it feels like it's serving you. Mm-hmm. And so I feel like I really want to focus and heal from those past relationships. And now I'm going to just I'm not even going to call them relationships. I want to call them lessons. I want to call them lessons. Like, my lessons taught me that I need to love myself more. And I feel like that's also like usually what everybody struggles with is loving themselves more, and I just feel like for me specifically, it was loving myself more, because if I loved myself 100%, I wouldn't have let a lot of things slide. And I feel like I was letting too many things slide. Or I would say something about it, but never like stood on business type, like it was more like okay, like, don't yell at me. I don't like that, instead of being like, I'm out, and showing them that this is something that will not go, and stuff like that. And so I started this podcast mostly because I want to reflect about those times and stuff like that. So there's going to be times where I talk about those relationships and how crazy it was, like that trend on TikTok that people are like, this is what I've been through, and I stayed like, I'm with them right now. I'm with them.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm with them right now. And so there's going to be times where we definitely talk about it because, oh my gosh. But I am so glad that we're able to reflect, and I'm able to see that, okay, this is where I'm messing up. This is where I'm math ain't mathin'. Like, my feelings aren't getting better. Like, and I need that, and I'm happy that I am now looking at that because I feel so much better already.
Or even just, I lost it.
It's okay, sis. She lost it, guys.
I lost it. I was about to say something real good, and it just like, and I do that a lot. Like, for those, y'all gonna get used to it, where I like think of some good stuff, and then I like say something and then forget why I said what I said and how it came to what I said.
I'll try to help jog your memory, guys, because we need all the good stuff. We need we need all of it.
Yeah.
But anyway, your turn.
Okay. This one is also another sensitive topic. or the wound that I'm healing from,
Okay.
is what happened between our parents. That's something that I'm definitely healing from and probably will forever be healing from, because
Same.
no one can prepare a kid for something that we experienced. Like, you can't prepare a kid for that. You just can't. Like, so, like, the divorce and what happened, that right there is what I'm healing from. Now, my mom did do a pretty good job of hiding most of their arguments, which I've like really respect, because most parents argue in front of their kids, and I feel like that's something which needs to be another topic to talk about, because we see a lot of that nowadays. But look at the generation now. You argue in front of the kids, now look how they acting, you know, or you do something wrong in front of the kids, or you're acting the way you don't want your kids to act, and you do it in front of them, but now look how they're acting. Like, that's just another whole nother thing that we gotta get down on. That's a good topic to talk about. But yeah, just the things that I experienced, just, you know, how my dad left, and, you know, some of the things that he did, having a child with another female, like, just, you know, just things like that. Like, it's very...
I think it just really created, like, daddy issues. Like, we are girls. We are beautiful children of God that have daddy issues.
Yeah.
From our earthly daddy. You know?
I mean, I'm not going to say, like, I don't necessarily think I have daddy issues.
It's okay. Look.
I don't think I do. Because, like, I acted more... When it happened, like, I acted more numb to it as a kid. I was numb. Like, you know how
but everybody
acts different.
Everybody acts different. So.
Right. But, like, I don't know. I don't think I have daddy issues. Like, I think it's just more so, like, you just can't trust no dude. You know, because if your father can't do what he's supposed to do,
that's
then how do you expect a dude to do
that's daddy issues.
Oh, well.
Because if we didn't have daddy issues, we would want to, like, we would have an expectation, you know?
Yeah.
Like, here's an expectation of what it's supposed to look like, and now everybody who tries to, like, what's up, hey girl, like, you know, hey boo, like, what's up, we would have an expectation on what we want it to look like. But we have little expectations because we feel like our dad left us. Yeah. Because we feel like that. And they have their own story. I don't want to knock dad's story or mom's story. I do want to say this is just what we felt and we experienced. Yeah. Like, you know, we don't want to just say, like, oh, dad was horrible or mom was horrible or, like, this, that.
It's not that. Literally... It's just what we went through.
We went through and what we felt and how we communicated with each other during this time. We have four other siblings, technically 6 other siblings, but we communicate with our 3 other.
Yeah, like,
I'm like, what? I say 4 other, but our 3. So we have a brother
and 2 sisters,
and then
we have the
other 2 are 2 brothers.
Kids.
That's from the other woman. Yeah. Oops, sorry, from the other woman. And so, this was just something that we struggled with and that we are, you know, we're getting through every day because we just felt like we were abandoned. And I think it's something that we definitely feel a lot and we implement into our other relationships because we put this kind of pressure on them, like, hey, like, can you promise me that you won't do something that my dad did? And we can't put that expectation on other people when, you know, our dad is, like, that's our dad, you know? So anyway, yeah, we have daddy issues, but we're working through that. We're working through that every day. Like
Every day.
I'm working through that right now, and I'm really leaning in this time. I feel like I'm leaning on God a lot, like so much. Like I feel like I am like in my Bible and on YouTube, like looking up things. Like I've been really hard on 2 Timothy and Romans. I feel like those been just, it's hitting really good. Hebrews. But I feel like we've also been just talking to each other and just communicating on when, you know, there's people that come into our lives. You know, we're like, look at this detail, and what do you think about this detail? And then I think a lot of things come into light. We're like, no, you should pay attention to that. Like, you should look at that. You should think about that a little bit more. And I feel like we're sharpening each other that way. And I'm very, very glad that I have my sister and my friends to push me forward and to push my mind into where I want my life to be.
Yeah.
Like, what do I want my path to look like? You know what I mean? Stop letting all these distractions get in the way.
Yeah. Distractions.
Distractions.
Literally.
Distractions. But yeah, so thank you for coming to our podcast, Sis Hear Me Out. And you can follow us at Sis Hear Me Out on Facebook,
Insta, and soon TikTok.
Thank you for listening to Sis Hear Me Out.